Thanks for allowing me to speak.
One more risotto, though.
Risotto!
Ooh.
No, you wouldn't. You don't even like risotto.
Wait, go
Why are you
back.
trying to
I
front?
like it.
Of course.
Is a hit.
See, I don't even like stuffing.
It's okay.
There you go.
I don't even like
Risotto.
stuffing. I'm just gonna put myself out there. I know everyone's like
Yeah.
the stuffing, dude. You're taking breadcrums and
with you.
shoving it up a fucking turkey's asshole, basically, and then baking it. I mean, I don't get it.
That's
And
the way I like it.
I'd rather eat risotto.
Oh, yeah!
Ooh.
No, you wouldn't. You don't even like risotto.
Look at this.
I like it.
Wait, are you fronting?
Yeah, why are you front?
I had it recently. It was good.
All right. So bougie, you know.
So she was at a business lunch, had a little risotto, and now that's all she could think about. She's never discussed it with her husband. Interesting stuff. This is so fun. Hey! You have permission to clip that Politico rant and put it all over YouTube. Hopefully I'll change some lives. We really got to start changing people's lives around and using this platform responsibly to help people, okay? George Floyd!
Barstool uploaded another one of their joke things about America's favorite Thanksgiving sides.
Look
and
at
everybody
this.
fell for
Everybody fell for it. So Barstool has done this about 9 times where they do a map. Look at this. And so they show you like what everybody's favorite thing is. So in Illinois, everyone's favorite side is steamed Craig. Really? Steamed Craig? What is steamed Craig?
I have no idea.
Craig.
Craig? I don't know.
Like the electronics brand sold at Walgreens. Craig. If you own Craig Electronics, your parents are doing very poor. So they do these fake things. Like a couple weeks ago, they did one about the favorite fast food chains. Did we ever show this? Logan Paul and Big Mike
don't
falling?
think so. Let
Let's
me
show
pull it up.
that. And America falls for these all over again. If you fall for this, I believe that you should be, at the very least, jailed and at the most killed. You know, I am starting to become, and I was thinking about this. Let me know if you're with me here. We have a huge issue, and I know I've been really serious, but we really have a huge issue here in America that isn't being talked about. And every issue that is being talked about stems from the one issue that no one will talk about. And yep, I'm talking tards. Oh, tards. Oh, the autists. Oh. Before you argue about another world issue or another American problem, you must talk about the people. I would say 71% of Americans, A, should not exist. B, are retarded. 3 are autists. 4 are so poor and stupid. And I'm not kidding anymore. I've been saying this since the beginning of Redbar. The world is turning. The world is turning. I've seen enough. Guys, every comment that you read is from a crazy person. Every argument that you see is based on a crazy person's interpretation of what's actually happening. And I watched Joe Rogan the other day, and it really, I'm watching Joe Rogan go, why do we need all these rules for the lockdown? Why is Gavin Newsom making a curfew? Why is he making us wear masks? We're adults. We can figure this out. We can't. Joe Rogan is so stupid that he thinks everyone is as smart as him. Now, I know that sounds weird, right? Joe Rogan is sitting there with the owner of Whole Foods. Now, while Joe Rogan is very stupid, he's nowhere near as stupid as the people I'm referencing in this 71% of people that should be, and I'm not kidding, executed. Now, hear me out. Joe Rogan and the owner of Whole Foods that we're on, they sit around talking about everything as if everyone is like them. And this is the biggest mistake we make in America when arguing all these ideas. We're assuming that everybody is smart, informed, adult, mature. We're going to do it. Most of the country is ooga booga dumb. No, that's not a racist thing. Most of the country is so... And I wish I could develop a new word to explain how stupid and crazy and not worth the soul that they house. Really, and I really believe this. I know this sounds brutal, but It truly is the problem. And then I'm watching Woke America and PC America discuss all these topics that I can never get behind, because the main root of every issue that everybody champions and the issue of the day is that there are 71% of people who are batshit retarded, that were basically raised by dog.
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Fetal alcohol. I mean, whatever you want to whatever you want to call it, they're not good enough. They don't count. And frankly, they should not exist. This has nothing to do with race, religion, or anything. It has to do with dead, stupid, mean, and crazy. And the confidence of a dead, stupid, mean, and crazy person is so out of control because they don't, and especially now with the bubbles, the autists have been in their own bubble for the last 4 years with no outside communication. Here's how it used to work. If you were a crazy, weird retard before the internet, no one ever would speak to you. It was great. You were all alone. You sat at the lunch table all alone. You roamed the halls all alone. When you came home from school, you sat and did nothing because you were nuts. All of those people that we thought were just 1 or 2 per school, well, it turns out there were a lot of them. Remember how there were only like 3 tables at school of people that you even knew, and then the rest were basically NPC background people of your school? Were you part of the 3 tables that actually existed? Or were you part of the 17 other lunch tables that no one even knew who you were? Nobody knew what you were up to. They didn't even recognize you. You were the background atmosphere for what we think is the world. Most people, like I said, the 71%, are that weird background, crazy, psychotic. But back in the day, they had no one to group with, no one to talk to. These people now, and everybody knows this, but this is a severe state. What do they call it? Like, there should be like tornado warnings going off about this, but nobody is even considering that this is a problem. Every psycho in the world, which is most people, they've grouped up with the other psychos, and they've built a bulletproof confidence where they think what they know is absolutely true, from the QAnon tards to, you see them all over the internet. And because of the anonymous state of these profiles, we're arguing with them as if they're one of us. They are not one of us. Joe Rogan and the Whole Foods guy are talking about all the world's problems as if we're all as capable as Joe Rogan and the Whole Foods CEO. No. As dumb as Joe Rogan is, he's part of the 3% of people that have a mind. I'm telling you, we're living amongst animals. And yes, we need to have lockdowns because the animals don't even know that COVID's out. And if you want to believe in COVID or no, forget COVID. The animals don't know nothing. And all they do is hang out with other animals now. They're not even mixing in with normal people. They found the groups of animals. I mean, some of these podcasts that you watch, Ross Dog Network, literally, they should have bullets in their heads. And if you watch or listen to this stuff, you're them. If you subscribe to Hostbuster and you're watching it thinking it's no. That's the test. That's the litmus test. You're one of them too. It's unfortunate, and they will never know. You could never convince them. I was talking to Brandon Mueller in our Facebook group. I said, the most frustrating part with these people is you could tell them everything that they are, and they won't even know you're talking about them. They'll think there's someone under them, and maybe there is, but it's a losing battle. The only solution I've come up with is cages. So when you're talking about this Mexican border, I wish they made a border patrol around everyone's home where we could lock up all these crazy people. How do we start testing for this? How do we start putting these people away? Because I promise you, it is the single most important issue in America. And furthermore, I'd say this, God damn it. Here, this is the bow. And I might have lost the bow. Fuck. The ribbon. I'll say this. I forgot. It'll come back to me. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. Never argue with somebody until you can see what they look like on the internet. Pretend that they don't exist. Okay? It is your best option. And we're all going through this right now, where we're just so frustrated with somebody and what they think and how they... It's a mess. And I had like an ending for it. Jesus Christ, I had a beautiful ending for it that was like a positive ending. I've lost it. What are people saying? Do they...
They agree with you.
They agree with me. They don't really care. Before you argue, and again, this is the last one, before you argue any idea, you must focus on this. Why are the people afraid to bring this up? Why don't you ever see this in a debate? Why don't you ever see somebody go, well, sir, your honor, most of America is completely stupid.
A lot of people do try to bring it up in their own way, but it gets muddled somehow with their own personal...
Yeah, it really does. I don't have a solution yet, but I believe... Oh, here is going to be one. So you've got Black Lives Matter. Imagine how great this would be to get behind a mission. So we've got all these whack missions, right? And we kind of roll our eyes, and only posers and followers and stupid idiots get behind BLM, right? Like people lost see Black Lives Matter and we go, hey, we got no problem with black people. This doesn't seem like this is how you solve it. This doesn't seem like the problem. Or oh man, everyone should be. That doesn't seem like the real problem right now. Let's focus on and imagine how wonderful it would be if the issue of the day was, hey, what do we do about the crazy problem? That would be an issue I'd march for. I'd put up a black square for that issue. I'd be able to get behind it. But if you're not going to start at the root, well, then you don't have me as a supporter. Thank you for allowing me to speak. Thank you for allowing me. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind because they're going to win. We're the minorities. We're stuck on this island with these people. And they're winning. They're multiplying at a rapid pace while we go, I'm not really ready to have kids yet. They're having 5. Okay? And this isn't a race thing.
Scary.
It's a stupid thing. And that's, and here's what happens. When black people act stupid, what we're getting mad at is the stupid. Not we. What racists are getting mad at is the stupid. But they don't know how to articulate it very well. So they go, well, it must just be blacks. That's what it is.
There's just as many stupid whites.
Well, Jules, this is my point. We don't know how to articulate this frustration we have with stupid. So we blame it on the first thing that we see. Oh, God, all these Mexicans here, they're doing this, they're doing that. So it must be Mexicans. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's crazy. It's stupid. It's people who weren't raised by parents. It's people who drank while they were pregnant. And there are more of them than us. And we're in danger. With that, let's move on.